What is up, YouTube? Got another really important Blue Eyes combo profile here. I'm at a point now where I'm trying to show, I'm still working out the kinks of all this and the ratios and everything, but getting to a point where to learning to play through stuff with this deck with how resilient it is, right? So a lot of upcoming tutorials and videos I'm going to be posting on playing through hand traps, how to be prepared to get out negate before the fifth summon for Nib, for Yugioh, which is mainly with just getting Maggie on the field right away, right before the fifth summon. But in this part here, I want to show to play around Dark Ruler no more, right? So if your opponent's going to use Dark Ruler no more or Forbidden Droplet without sending a spell, there's a way this deck can not only play around it, but actually stop it, right? So I've seen a lot of videos posting about Ultimate Fusion where you use that after the fact, so you still have Magia. I can do more than we can do more than that with this deck, way more than that. You're just going to waste one negate, just the hot red. So I'm going to show you how to get out hot red. So we're going to go for hot red Dragon Archfiend Abyss on top of this field here. So you're looking at so far. I'll do some other test hands, but this is just a real quick video. I want to show you where I'm at now in the combo where I knew I got the right cards in my hand. So how you know you're going to have the right cards in your hand is you need to have access to either two Ultimate Fusions, the Chaos Max already in your hand, with the Chaos form, so you can special summon it. Plus, so I'm running Revolution Sync on this, so I have an extra tuner, right? So I'm going to show you here where I've already used one Spirit Dragon to tag into Crimson once. Now I'm going to show you how I'm going to get the other two. So the objective here is to get um, the two more Spirit Dragons in the field, plus to bring back the Spirit from the graveyard. Okay, so I'm going to show you how this is going to work from this point, and then future videos coming up on just me doing test hands to show how I got into everything and how you can decide if you're, hey, am I going to be playing through Nib? Am I going to be trying to play through Dark Ruler? I mean, no matter what, you can put up a smaller board and choose what you want to play through, and that's what I'm going to talk about in future videos. But here, I just want to show, again, at this point, I'm going to have a pretty huge board here with what I normally have on top of Hot Red Archfiend. So I know I'm getting the full combo, like where because because the thing is I didn't see two Ultimate Fusions, I didn't have access to two, but I got all my starters I needed. Plus, like I said, the main thing I look for is I have an extra level 8 I can summon on top of the tuner already to go. So here we're going. Okay, so the next thing we're doing here, and we don't need Abyss on the field to stay because I already got Chaos Max in my hand. So we're going to go into our second Spirit Dragon. Okay, now this Spirit Dragon is going to tag out into Ultimate Fusion. And now, I'm sorry, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, the new Spirit. And now we're going to tag that to go into Stardust Cipher Divine. Now at this point, I'm pretty sure I already passed the 5 summons and I could have got nibbed, but we're not focusing on playing around nib here. I'm focusing on just playing around Dark Ruler no more, possibly Droplet if they don't send a spell, right? So at this point, you can't really be nibbed because you can negate the nib with a Stardust, and then if they have an Imperv on top of that, you negate the Imperv with Blue Eyes Ultimate. Now if they have nib plus effect veiler, yeah, you're boned, right? But just talking about not hypothetical nib plus imperv, or just nib, you're pretty good here. But like I said, we want to be ready to play around Dark Ruler. So here, what we're doing next to play around Dark Ruler, right? We got to get another tuner on the field. Plus, we got to get Blue Eye Spirit. So to get Blue Eye Spirit back on the field, the first thing we're going to do, okay, is we're going to go ahead and use Synchro Rumble, which I got our Crimson Dragon, just to summon any monster except for Master of Eyes Blue. Got to keep him in the graveyard. So summoning any of them, I'll just keep Revolution Synchro. So just bring back the Sage. You could bring back the Maiden too, whatever. Okay, so bring back the Sage. All right, now we're going to use Master's Effect in the graveyard, right, to target the Sage, shuffling it, sending to the graveyard, shuffling the Master back, and then just bring out one of the Blue Eye Spirits in the graveyard. Okay, so now that one isn't Synchro Summon, so you can't use a Tribute effect, but it's just there for tag material, right? And plus for its graveyard effect, which is insane. It still has two good effects. Now we're going to go Chaos Max, the Chaos form, to get out Chaos Max, banishing a Blue Eyes from the graveyard. Don't worry about banishing Blue Eyes from the graveyard. You can get them back with this deck. Okay. And now I have Revolution Sync on the graveyard, so I'm going to activate its effect because I have Dragon Synchros on the field to mill a card. Milled an Ash. Woo! Okay. And now we got our third Blue-Eyed Spirit. Okay. Now this Blue-Eyed Spirit since we only need one, we're going to tag back into Crimson Dragon. So I already used Crimson this turn, just going to get another one out there. And now what I'm going to do is set Ultimate Fusion. Okay, so I'm going to turn my notifications to on here, but the computer I'm playing, they don't have Dark Ruler no more, right? So I can't really simulate exactly what happened, but basically to tell you what's going to happen, I'll show you the best I can. But as soon as they go draw phase, now obviously if they Forbidden Droplet, they can use in the draw phase, right? So in that case, if it's someone playing Droplet, and I know they're playing Board Breakers, I might go a little different approach where I'll probably get out Hot Red before these two. So I'll show you if you want to see that combo too. Let me know in the comments. I can leave that combo. I'll probably make a video on that anyways. But here, this was kind of somewhat to play around Nib and then be ready for Dark Ruler no more, right? So now what's going to happen is when it goes in the draw phase, going to activate Crimson to tag Blue-eyes Spirit to go into Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss, okay? Then in their main phase, if they go Dark Ruler no more, you're going to go Chain 2 Ultimate Fusion to make Magia, because I have everything in the graveyard I need for Magia, right? And then it's going to be Chain 3, the Hot Red Abyss. So Hot Red Abyss, the difference between Hot Red and Blue-eyes Ultimate Spirit is Blue-eyes Ultimate Spirit only can use its effect right after an activated effect. It only changed to that activated effect. Hot Red Abyss can quick effect at any point in time target one face-up card your opponent controls negated. So it's not just chaining to the activation of a card. So you can chain Hot Red to target the Dark Ruler. And the reason you're able to do that because Dark Ruler usually states, hey, you can't respond with monster effects, right? But I'm not responding with a monster effect. I'm responding with Ultimate Fusion. Then we'll go and chain 3 Hot Red to negate that. So in this case, and I've seen a lot of people talking about these videos where, oh, well, you can just wait to use Ultimate Fusion, then you still have Magia that's not Dark Rulered, right? But here, look how much more I got, right? So the only thing I'd be wasting is Hot Red's Negate, and I still have Blue-eyes Spirit, Graveyard Negate, plus the only 2 special summons, Blue-eyes Ultimate, On-Field Negate, responding to an actual card, and can't banish from my graveyard, Monster, and Monster Negate. So I'm having more than just 3, spell, trap, and monster negate that that Maggie is going to give me. I'm also going to have 1, so it'll be 3, 4, 5, 6 other disruptions on top of that. So it's definitely worth it. So here, let me show you here. So let's go end turn. Spirit's going to try to activate to destroy my Crimson and Blue-eyes Ultimate Spirit. I cheated out, but Stardust is protecting everything. All right, so now we go in draw phase, right? Crimson to tag. Yep, that's what I want to do. Let me do it, Omega. To tag to go into Hot Red. Okay. So now we got Hot Red. It's asking for True Light. Might as well use True Light a while just to set another prayers. Okay. Now main phase. Now say, like I said, is if they would have went Dark Rulered, then we would have went Ultimate Fusion, chain 2, chain 3, Hot Red. But you don't need that, so we just go Ultimate Fusion here into Magia, and I'm sending back that. Plus, I'm going to send back the Chaos Max in the grave, plus the Abyss, and then plus 1 of the spirits. I talk about my other videos, but if it's not obvious enough, what's so amazing about this deck is you don't need to run the vanilla Blue-eyes Ultimate Dragon. Not at all. You don't need that one. This just requires 3 blue. It's actually better if you don't run the vanilla Blue-eyes Ultimate, because you can use Magia to shuffle back your 3 Blue-eyes Spirits. Most of the time, you're going to use 2 in this one turn or all 3. So I highly recommend not running the vanilla and just running this one instead, if not 2 of the Neo Blue-eyes Ultimate, because it's target protection. So you can shuffle them back, right? Which is insane. And plus, once he gets banished, you can bring him back off of Saga, so it's insane. All right. Again, other videos coming on all this, but this is just a first way here to not just dodge and play around Dark Ruler, but actually negate and stop Dark Ruler no more. If, like I said, if you're worried about Droplet instead, then it would be a little different. So got a future video coming on that as well. Stay tuned for that. And any other videos you want to see on Blue-eyes that I'm figuring out so far, be happy to post.